It's the last, Nicole helps me so much with all my shows. It's the last item in our last grand finale, Guys in the Garden. Very sad, the whole crew, everybody's here. I picked this because I think one of the first purchases I ever made in our garden show was my very first pole saw. I bought that probably about 7 years ago. I got a brand new one last year. And I absolutely love it, and it's an EARTHWISE, because I like this brand for pole saws. I bought another one, and I absolutely love it. In fact, I gave my old one to the neighbor. All right, I was getting a little old, after 6, 7 years, you buy a new saw, especially when you could buy it for $69.95. I bought my very first pole saw, almost identical to this, 6, 7 years ago, for like $139. Prices are down a little bit, which is good for you, but the performance is still top of the line. What do I need a pole saw for? Well, first of all, not everybody needs a chainsaw. Regular chainsaw, big old bulky chainsaw, pull start, gas, oil, nobody needs that. You want something that is electric, something that's easy, right? Something where you can extend it. So if you want it to be longer, you can make it longer. If you want, you simply unscrew both sides. Let me do this one. Well, I'll do it after. I'll do it on that one. And you can extend it out. It has a cushion grip, all right? You are never near the blade because the control is way down here. So the blade is there. The control is way down here in my hand. It's corded electric. In this case, I like, because I've tried cordless chainsaws. I don't like them. Not enough power. This is gonna give you full power with no gas, no fumes. It's eco-friendly. It is a 9-foot reach, because the last thing you'll ever do, and I ever want you to do, is get on a ladder with any kind of a chainsaw. If you have to get on a ladder, call a professional, okay? Even I would do that. I would never get on a ladder. I don't have to with this, because with this, I can reach as high as I need to go, and I don't even have it extended. You can see how high that is right there. So if I've got debris, tree limbs hanging over my driveway, I got something hanging over my car, I can do that very, very easily. I can articulate the end by pushing the button. And what this does is this increases your angle. So now I can use the weight of the saw to be able to cut. Today's value, I have never seen, lowest price I've ever seen on a pole saw. Father's Day, Father's Day, Father's Day. Let me get Peter Kilcullen back. By the way, it's a customer pick as well. Pete, I think this is probably the first power tool you and I ever sold together.
That's right. I mean, and it's been, I think, our most popular lawn and garden tool for all those years as well. And I think the reason for that is that I think everyone finds out that they can actually use a chainsaw or a pole saw like this and not be intimidated, because EARTHWISE has designed this for you, for people who are not, they're not a professional, they're not using a chainsaw all the time. But when you take a look at this pole saw, 9 pounds, super easy to use, not intimidating at all. So you know what, before I extend it to its full length, let me show you when we talk about cutting and why I think that this is for everyone. So you can see I can rest it right on there. The most important thing is that I'm a good distance back from the business end, right? Then I can just fire this up, and I'm just letting the saw do the work for me. I'll do another cut. Now I can see that the wood is vibrating a little bit in my stand here, but what I think you'll notice when you use the saw is that you're not holding on for dear life. You're not fighting against that. It's very easy to use. It's not intimidating. And I think unlike a handheld chainsaw, being back here is fantastic for most people. So that's the best thing about this. You're going to be able to use this. You're going to take care of those limbs that are 10, 12 feet above, as you said, Guy, the driveway, maybe getting close to the roof, maybe even those limbs that are getting close to the cars in the driveway. So look at this now. I had it compacted all the way, but now fully extended, 9 feet 3 inches. Now I'm just over 6 feet tall. Look at that 45-degree angle. That's the way you want to be. You want to be safe. And I can start cutting limbs. So honestly, I bet I'm over 12 feet right there. It is such a great way for you to be able to maintain your yard, take care of all these things. And Guy, we've talked about it again and again, and not have to pay someone to come and do this.
Oh my gosh. You know what, Peter? If I could tell everybody, like, I have probably presented and sold more chainsaws to my friends than I have any other product.
Right.
Like my brother Darren, he loved the pole saw so much at his house, he bought another one to bring up to his, because he has a, we have a little ski house up there that he has, and he's like, I use it more up in Vermont because the weight of the snow from the branches comes over the deck and over the house. He's like, I just go right out on the deck and I reach up and I cut down all this stuff. I want to show everybody how easy it is to use. I've got one over here. Always use eye protection. I got glasses on, so I'm good to go. Peter's probably told you this already. So essentially, I think I'll go on this side. You got a 2-button control here. So as I said before, you can hear how powerful this is. All I do is to press both buttons at the same time, and then I just come over and I cut. I don't have to push or apply pressure on here, but the key with the chainsaw is start it before you get to what you're trying to cut. Get the blade going, all right? Let it do the work. Let it do the work. Watch. That's how easy it is, okay? I'll do another one for you, all right? Just let it do the work. Clean cut, easy. I'm not even pushing on there. All right, that is how easy it is to use a pole saw. And the danger part is way over there. There is a little cap on the top right here. And all you're gonna do with this, you're gonna open it up, just like this. And this is where you put your oil. It's really oil, oh, it's full. You can see the oil inside there. So you wanna put that cap on and fill that up. What that does is as the chain is circulating inside, it allows a little bit of oil to circulate with it so that it runs smoothly inside. Other than that, I mean, the only time I've ever done anything on my pole saw, if something gets stuck in there, there's one bolt. You pop that off, you take out the weeds, you put the bolt back in. It's how you tighten the chain as well. Never been easier, Peter. One of my favorite things that I bought, and you know, I use it, I've cut down trees with it, Pete. I don't know about you.
Well, you know what, you really can, because here's something that EARTHWISE has done. I mean, made a pole saw that's easy and great for anyone to use. But think about this, we still have a 10-inch bar and chain with an Oregon bar and chain, which is the industry standard. So the same type that you're gonna find on those professional chainsaws. So you've got that. It's just like, Guy, having, a good quality sharp knife in the kitchen makes those things a lot easier. Same thing with this. We also have an automatic oiling system. You've got a little window right there. All you have to do is make sure that you keep that bar and chain oil in there, and you can get that at any home store. Keep that in there, and it will automatically just lubricate that bar and chain. So you can't go wrong. And because it's 10 inches, you're right, Guy, you can really do some heavy-duty limbs. So I don't recommend doing too many huge limbs above your head. But what about if you want to cut firewood and things? Remember, you can just reach down and use this to cut firewood that's on the ground. Again, you're further away from the business end, so you'll feel good about that. Again, everything kind of really points to that if you've never used a chainsaw, if you've been intimidated by the thought of using a chain or pole saw, you can use this one. It is so simple. The weight makes it easy, cushion grip, this fiberglass pole, all of this. You can extend it from the bottom and you can extend it from the top. So which means is not just always extending it all the way, but making it so it feels good for you, perfectly balanced. So all of that's important to be comfortable when using your chainsaw, and you can do it. So I'll do another cut as well, because I want everyone to see it is simple. You showed everyone, Guy, as well, but you're letting the weight of that saw go right through that wood. Just let it nice and comfortably go through, and that's it. And then, Guy, I'll mention real quick, when you look at this, and again, EARTHWISE has thought of everything. So it's an inline motor. There isn't a big clunky motor on one side, because when you're looking up over those branches, it really clogs your view up a bit. Here, that's not going to happen, and it's the only chainsaw that has that articulating head, so you can find that perfect angle to get at those branches. You are going to love this, Guy, and everyone's going to use it. Use it now, use it in the summer, and then the fall is a perfect time to be trimming back all those trees
Peter,
and branches.
9 pounds in your hand. So easy to be able to use. And don't be afraid. This is a user-friendly pole saw. Not for children, grown-ups, but you're going to love it. Men, women, we get more calls from the ladies out there because they love it as well. So get it home. Peter, you're doing an amazing job. Great job with the Today Special.
Thanks,
Great job with everything. I will see you soon, my brother. See you, Pete.
Thank you.
All right, that is the season finale, everybody. Thank you to all my shoppers. Thank you to all my online friends.